Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us for episode 11 of Better Than Heroes. I'm Rachel Weeks, and I play Klik, the Tohr-Kreen fighter. Last week, there were some technical issues with our special guest, but we have rescheduled that episode, so stay tuned to our Twitter. We'll be announcing this week when you can tune in to see Lou Wilson from Dimension 20 on your very favorite D&D show, Better Than Heroes. I'm assuming it's your favorite because you're here. I'm assuming... as always, if you like this show or our other shows, please remember to subscribe to the channel. Subscribers, please remember to resubscribe. Twitch does not resub automatically, so if you want to continue to support the show, make sure that you do that. Subscribers and patrons, you should have access to our Discord. We hang out, we talk about D&D all the time. Tweet at us, message us on Twitter or Instagram to make sure that you have that all set up, and we'll get you in there. But remember, the most important thing that you can do to support the show is to tell your friends, to share us online, to spread the good news about Better Than Heroes.
Like a cult, but cooler.
Like a cult.
Yeah.
Cults are pretty cool already.
Cults are pretty cool.
Definitely. I'm Andrew Ovredahl. I play the human bard named Flute Whimteaser, a.k.a. the Windrider. As you can see after last week's hurtful sauna comments, I have relocated to give you a view of my garbage cans. So that's your punishment.
I didn't know saunas had windows.
I had to have put in specials so people could see in and wave.
Because everyone likes drawing on a foggy window, and so this is perfect. Once I fire up the sauna, it's just doodles all over. We do have a Patreon if you want to check it out. There's different tiers. We just added a cool new feature available for all the tiers. It's a captain's log. If you'd like to hear the events that have transpired in our game through the voice of our stalwart Captain Goliathan, you can check that out on our Patreon.
Ooh, my name is Jordan Dahl. I play the Moonboy. He is a level 4 Moonboy. I am here to tell you about our sponsor, Big Top. Shout out to Big Top. Is Big Top in the chat? Where they at? Come on. Oh, they're playing like they're not in there, but they're in there. That's it. Salute, Big Top.
Probably not, but
shut up.
I'm Aaron Urist. I play K.A.I. Hammerstein, and we're going to get into it. We're going to watch our recap from episode 10 last week, and then we're going to watch our fantastic intro video, courtesy of Tiger Moon Productions, and then we're going to do the dang thing and play Dungeons and Dragons. Let's do it.
Heck yeah.
Let's do it. See you on the other side. Now! All right, Keith, tell us when we're at.
Last time on Better Than Heroes. At terminal speed, the Dinger continued her journey towards the port of Fermaregna. Energized by their recent exploits, the ship's gunner Relic suggested the crew convince the captain to take on more adventurous work. Klik and the Goliath bosun Goat discuss their pasts.
You really kicked ass out there.
That's how I was raised. Everyone around me was a warrior.
I'm worried about the path we're on.
I will tell you, I will do everything I can to make sure this family is safe. I can't go home to my family, so I have to protect this family now.
Cobble, the elderly kobold navigator, interrogated K.A.I. about his origins and badgered Moonboy into giving her a fortune-telling from the moon, which brought a portent of woe.
How am I going to die?
He looks into the thing and he sees the stars come out and then he sees the moon. I guess my question to you, the moon, will disaster befall us if Cobble remains on the Dinger?
She gives you a whoa. Cobble is not the best guider of the ship. Metaphorically, the moon is leading.
I've got bad news, Cobble. The moon seems to think that it might happen on the ship.
K.A.I. investigated the diary belonging to the ghost known as Lighthouse and was able to finish their story, freeing the spirit once and for all.
And you see this mist forming into this character that you know as Lighthouse. And he's like, that hasn't happened before.
You saved our lives, so we had to save yours.
Hell yeah, I did. I'm a Lighthouse. Wait, no. He looks at you and he goes, my name is Telex.
Nice to meet you, Telex.
The Dinger finally broke terminal speed at Fermaregna, but relief was short-lived as two hidden ships flanked her in attack formation. Will the Dinger survive this latest danger? What do these ships want? Why is everyone always messing with us? Find out next time on Better Than Heroes!
I look like the biggest piece of shit.
All right, and and here we are. Oh boy, fun. There are only 2 ships. We'll talk about that in a second. But you all ended the last session being flanked by 2 ships who are quickly approaching you all. You all got nat 20s in your investigation, which is going to drastically change this. But before we get into that, I want to have everyone roll initiative, as we're just going to jump into combat here.
Okay.
You are going to have one single round here of ship combat, which is where it's just a ship, the other ships, and you all. And so you all can all act at the same time, but I want to go ahead and get initiative from you. So after we jump out of that, we can go straight into it. So everybody roll that initiative for me and
I got
tell
a
me
12.
what you get.
I did it. I kicked ass.
I got to 9.
I got a
Alright.
6.
22.
Ooh,
22.
The worm has turned.
Oh,
What
boy.
Boy, dude.
6.
Okay, Andrew, and if you could go ahead and roll a single d20 for the ship's initiative, as it's just going to matter just for this one first turn.
Do I add anything to it?
Yes, you add the ship's dex.
She's a live ship.
A live
She's,
and limber ship.
Yep. She's been stretching. She got a 19.
All right, cool. A 19 in the ship
The
initiative.
Dinger's
All
been
right.
doing yoga.
So yeah, here you are. These 2 ships that look like sea craft, like they were built originally for being used on the water, but are now being used up in the air. They burst out of the cloud here and are moving quickly toward you all. Both of you have alerted the crew, and you see that they are moving much faster than the Dinger is. They are gaining on you. They will essentially be in the same area as you in one single turn, but right now they are just jetting toward you all. So, we lost Jordan, but hold on just a second. And we're back. All right. Thank you, everybody. Sorry about
Nothing
that.
happened.
The world is annoying. Let's go play some D&D. So, you all on the ship, Klik and Flute in their paranoia, see these 2 ships pull out of the clouds, just jetting toward you all, gaining speed. And right now, before you enter this combat initiative that I already have, you all get to act first. This is the time between when the other ships are gaining on you and when they are going to be up close to you all. So right now, you all can act all at the same time as it is your ship's turn. So you all can discuss anything amongst yourselves, what you would like to do.
And everyone else has seen it, right? We yelled.
Yes, the 2 ships call, and you just see them hurtling toward you all. This is kind of like the scramble. The war siren is being sounded. You've gone over the Rocky Talkie 2 Goliath, and the ships are... Your ship is going as fast as it can. Even in its spell jamming mode, it's kind of affected by the gravity. Now it only has X amount of capability, and these other ships are gaining on you.
Okay.
And how
Enemy
far away would you say they are right now?
They are 500 feet away from you all.
I'm going to cast Arcane Weapon on my lightning launcher. It will open and absorb magical energies, and it will deal a little extra fire damage.
Yes, the Moonboy explodes in a flash of light. Casts his astral form.
Cool. So yeah, the two of you just kind of see these ships streaking out of the air, moving toward you all, and both of you just kind of into your forms. Is there anything you all want to do to prep?
I'm gonna jump down from the crow's nest. I believe I was up there, so I'll do a double jump down from the 60 feet in the air, and I will brace with my crossbow.
Yeah, can I also, after I use my bonus action to do Arcane Weapon, can I ready an action to fire when one of the ships is in range?
Sure, absolutely. What is the range of that?
The range is, I think it's at least 120 feet.
Cool. So you can do that if something comes comes within 120 feet that you can hit. That will go off if it happens before your turn.
Oh, sorry, it's a normal range of 90 feet and a long range of 300 feet.
I'll be right back.
Okay, great. So yeah, you all, unless you all have anything else you want to do to kind of like buff yourself, these ships are going to like pull up next to your ships.
I'm going to, knowing how effective my little anthems are for K.A.I, I'm going to give K.A.I Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And then I take out this little rectangle gum Arabic with an eyelash in it, and I cast invisibility on myself.
All right, cool.
You can slip into your wig.
Mm-hmm. I'd like to be private.
Need a moment while I transform.
Yeah, you just disappear on the boat. Oh gosh, I can't wait for Jordan to not know that. It's going to be fantastic. So great. So that you see Relic, your halfling gunner buddy, whip the ballista around a bit, and Goat, the large Goliath bosun on the ship. She, though usually someone on the crew who stays out of fights, she moves over to where Relic is and takes her place, as she's newly been someone who now loads the ballista for Relic to allow that to work a bit better in combat.
Go.
Someone who pretends to not like violence but supports the machine of violence.
She's an enabler. She's a violence enabler.
I'm just kidding.
And here we are.
I
Do you all have any... I want to know if you all have any recommendations to Goliath in here on if you should face the ship, or if you... like, are you turning to attack it, or are you still kind of continuing on toward Firma Regna? I think that is kind of like a collective decision I would like you all as players to make, rather than just having me make it as Goliath.
have a question for the DM. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead, Rachel.
On the map, there's two ships, right? And they're not
Yes.
on either side. They're both on the left side.
Yes, so they are, I set this up and then I did it wrong. So I mostly want to know this because if you were going to face it, these two ships will be facing you kind of like this. They're going to like pull up like this if you turn around to face them, and they will be flanking you if you all are continuing on to Firma Regna. So that is more of a strategic decision that you all can make together.
I had a question for the DM. Is there any kind of technology aboard our ship that functions like an anchor, either while we're flying in space or at altitude? Is there any way to basically slam on the brakes?
Yes, you do have a anchor that functions to keep you all in the same place when faced with weather, as your ship is just kind of hovering. So you do have a functional anchor. That's correct.
Who do we see aboard the ship? Do they want to fight? Are we sure of it?
You can do a perception check, and also let's have Flute do a perception check too. Also, someone give me an answer on whether you're turning to face it or running away, too, so I can...
Let's fight
16.
him off.
Yeah, I think we fight him off.
Okay, cool.
My perception check is a 13.
All right, cool. I'm sorry, you got 16, Moonboy?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, they absolutely seem... You can see kind of like a weapon turning and loading up at the front that is similar to the ballista you all have. You can see crew members like out and aboard things, and they are moving quickly to you, seemingly in an armed fashion.
And even more importantly, the DM had us roll initiative.
So yeah, here you are then as kind of like last chance of this ship turn. If you all have any ideas, this is the time to throw them out.
If they're within range, if they've come within range, I will use my readied action to fire.
Cool. It's not going to happen until the end of their turns. They're going to basically like move into your area. So, great. So you see both of these ships kind of just like moving, just gaining on you all the whole time, and both of them seem to fire weapons from aboard them. As you can see, one of them is shooting a big long... It's like you can see like a big thin something like is streaking in the air toward you. The other is something that is like larger and starts to fan out as it gets toward you. And I'm going to see if it hits the ship's hull AC. That is going to be a 13 to hit. Or I'm sorry, a 16 to hit and a 14 to hit. Andrew, can you tell me the ship's AC?
Those both hit.
It's great. Okay, cool.
It's shooting at the hull, right?
The 16 shoots at the hull. The 14 is shooting at the sails.
Yeah, so those both hit.
Okay, great. So as these ships get very close to you all and move up here, and the dinger starts to kind of like turn around in a position that Relic would be able to shoot at it, and both of the ships kind of like move to the side, and we're in this position that you all can see now. The first thing that hits the ship is a long, like needle, like bolt that shoots and just slams into the side of the hull, and the hull takes 6 damage, but it also seems to be attached to the ship now too, and then. The other thing seems to fan out, and it is a net that goes around the front sail of the ship, and it's going to prevent the dinger from being able to reorient itself.
Fine.
And
Fine.
both of them seem to continue to be attached to where the ships are now.
So one was from one ship and one is from the other?
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, but both of them, the ballista seems to, like the things that they shot from their ballistas seem to be now attached with rope, basically, that is still attached to these ships. So they've got you kind of like with cords a bit. And so now, with that, we are going to enter initiative. Okay. So, Moonboy is up first.
Okay, so I would like to have a look at...
Just a point of clarification, I don't get my readied action.
You do now, thank you. Yeah. Okay. What are you doing?
I'm going to fire my weapon at the gunner of the frontmost ship.
Okay, great. Take that shot.
That is a natural 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
So he's going to take 2d6 lightning damage and 1d6 fire damage.
All right.
12 points of lightning damage and 1 point of fire damage.
So as this... and what are you shooting at him? Remind me what you just shot?
I level my lightning launcher at him and hit him with a blast of energy.
Okay, cool. So from this long-range distance, you are able to, it's the easiest target that you see as he's moving this ballista kind of like back and forth, making sure, maintaining its connection. to the ship, and it just zaps him, and you see him just kind of like fried cartoon style and fall back in his chair slumped over, and he is no longer part of initiative as that gunner is down.
Whoa!
The red ship or the blue ship?
That is the front ship, so it is this up here blue ship. Yeah.
They're both white ships. I could not.
Oh, sorry. There's a dot. I see a dot on them.
Yeah.
That's true. I tried to make them distinguishable.
Yeah, that's good.
Great. All right. So next up is going to be a barrage of arrows is going to be fired at the
Moonboy was going up, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're right. For some reason I thought that was your turn. Moonboy, you were up next.
'Twas not.
Do something that blocks that barrage of arrows.
I'm gonna ready my action against a barrage of arrows.
So if I'm reading this correctly, we're about 75 feet away from each of these caravels, right?
That's correct.
And this thread, this needle,
Yes.
Was there a thread attached to it?
Yes. Yeah. You are. I will draw just a fun little line on here, freehand
Is it
style.
like a cable or a rope?
It is like you can't quite tell what it's made out of from where you are, but there is some sort of like cable rope size thing coming from it.
It's
While we're talking about it,
shit,
how
man.
high is the one on the sails?
The one in the sails is 30 feet up, or I'm sorry, it comes down to 30 feet. It is like a huge net that seems to
Right.
have catches, so you would meet the net at 30 feet up, but it goes to the top of the sails.
Sure.
The ballista bolt is about 10 feet down from the deck of the ship.
Yes, the one attached to the hull. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
both of these ships are higher in altitude than us?
They are currently the same, but that might change.
Okay.
Okay. The Moonboy casts Guiding Bolt at the nearest. And I am, I should say I'm under the constellation of the Archer here, so this is attack mode for the Moonboy. Can you kind of describe who my targets are here? I've got Big Yellow, I've got Little Red.
Let's have you do a perception check real quick,
I would
then.
love to do that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a natural 20. Natural 20.
Oh
for
boy!
Wow.
All right.
Using
You lose the
them
internet.
papers.
You come back. Yeah.
26, all
It's
told.
Moonboy's day. Place
All
your
right.
bets.
He's like, I think it's elves. They do crazy. They ride space spiders and use their webs.
It's quite an assortment of different.
Making wild guesses.
Tell me that doesn't sound like something a space elf would do.
The rhythmic tenor of your assessment.
So this front boy here, it seems like both of them have. I'll give you a bit of tactical information since you nat 20'd. Both of the bigger dots over here seem to be crews of folks. I almost said crews of crew that are ready, kind of like hanging on the edge of the railing. They all have bows and swords kind of tucked in their shirt. They're ready to jump on, it seems. There was a person manning each ballista shooter, but one of them is currently unconscious. And at the front of each ship seems to be someone who is barking orders as other crew members that are running around, and kind of especially at the people, the bigger, like the group of folks who are going to jump onto the ship. And the one at the front there is a furry humanoid. A creature that I don't know if Moonboy recognized, but has pointed ears and has fur all over its body. The creature that is at the front of the second ship is a very largely built, gray-skinned, wearing a almost naval jacket. It has like puffs on the side, and is definitely some sort of like animal humanoid combo. They both are. Both of the people leading the ships are humanoids. So that is what you see.
A bit of a Doctor's Moreau, if you will.
I don't get that joke, but
K. He was a scientist who made animal people. They didn't
animal
like
people.
being animal people. Okay, so would you say that the one with the sort of Napoleon get-up, does he seem to be the most important one?
He definitely has barking orders. Yes.
Then he shall feel my starlit wrath. I'm going to go ahead and shoot him with this guiding bolt. The Moonboy kind of calls to the stars, and several of them answer in the form of kind of swirling beams of light, and he coalesces them into this bolt, and he hurls it toward this person.
All right, absolutely.
I just want to make sure that I'm getting the attack correct.
Yes.
Like a ranged spell
Crazy
attack,
high.
so that's going to be my proficiency plus my spell modifier plus 8. Is that right? Or no?
Yeah, that's to
Plus
save
the dice
your
roll.
spell attack modifier. Yeah. It should
Is
be
proficiency modifier?
Yep. Proficient. You got it.
Great.
Oof. Duh.
Wasted that 20. Okay, well, that's an 11.
Missed. I think I missed with guiding bolt every time. You're cursed.
I want you to
pointing
hit
it out.
I want you to hit with guiding bolt so bad.
I'm gonna keep doing it anyway, regardless of that, because I am casting under the archer thing. Give me just a second here.
What did you roll? Maybe you did hit him.
I rolled an 11.
Altogether with bonuses, or the 11 on the dice?
Yes, with bonuses.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it misses as the white bolt just by it. It's kind of hard to hit as you're far away, and there's these moving ships, but they definitely take notice of like, oh, okay, we're trading spells now. You can see them shift their attention.
Okay, well, I do cast as that kind of starbolt hurtles through the air, a splinter of light flashes off of it, and that is going to be a 25 to hit.
All right, cool. That one will hit. Absolutely.
Okay. So that fellow is going to take 3 damage.
All right, cool.
You hit him.
Yeah, that first one flies by, and he kind of like moves up to the edge, and you hear him yell, "Surrender!" And just like in a real big booming voice, kind of like with his arm up in the air with real bravado, and you just shock him a bit, and he's like, "No, still surrender!"
What the hell was that? Was that a bee? Are there bees out here? What was that?
And that's going to bring, unless you want to do anything else, that's going to bring up
That's it. I've done enough.
The pack of folks who seem to be armed to the teeth, ready to board you all from the front ship, are going to pull back together and all shoot their bows. And I need for, let's see, I need for Klik here, who's up at the front and the most. I need you to tell me what your armor class is.
Aren't you invisible?
I'm invisible.
Klik is not, Flute is.
Flute is. My armor class is 16.
Okay, cool. So 2 arrows smash into you, and you take 9 points of piercing damage as one of them hits the deck, but the other 2 kind of down into you from across the way here. And they all kind of like jeer right after as they can see it slam into you.
Rude.
And the crew is like an odd mix of folks too. You can tell that it's not just like humanoids.
Bit of a motley crew.
Yeah. It's a little hard to tell from where you are, but it's like a surprisingly motley crew. So cool. And then that's going to bring up now this large hippopotamus-esque humanoid at the front of this second ship here.
Cool.
And he's going to say, "I have some lightning too!" And he pulls out this big long stick with metal attached to it, and you just hear a boom. And Moonboy, what is your AC?
15.
Great. You take 13 points of damage as you're in your star form. A small metal ball just slams into your body and sticks into you like a weapon. I mean, like a arrow.
Is it okay? You correct me if this is not the right time to use this, but can I use a psionic defense right now?
If it is a reaction, you can.
It's a reaction.
Yes, you can. Do you have to be within a certain distance of him?
What a great question. Within 30 feet.
Great. Okay, cool. You are within 30 feet, so you absolutely can use that.
I will roll a psi die. I will send a blast of purple psionic energy to try and defend the Moonboy.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
I'm trying to remember. I think my psi dice is 6. We haven't fought in a while.
It's true.
Okay, so I think it just takes 5 damage off of that.
Plenty.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yeah, you could-
sir. So I could prevent 5 of that damage. Because
That
I
rocks.
rolled a 4 plus, or I rolled a 4 plus my intelligence modifier.
You literally see the
Psi-Knights stopping bullets and stuff.
you see the big boom, and you just instinctually react, and you can almost see the whatever's being flung at Moonboy slow down just the tiniest bit before it smashes into him. So it does a little less damage here.
I feel like that would have hurt a little bit more. He coughs up a little blood.
But yeah, okay, cool. And it is now this. Let's see. It is now this ship's turn, and it is going to move closer to you all. Right, this one right here. It's going to go. It's going to use its whole movement to get within this distance of you all. Yeah, scooching.
Scooch. A little
And
bit of a space scooch.
little space scooch right there. So that is going to be its turn. And now we are up to Flute. It is now your turn.
All right. If I were to ask Goliath to do something with the ship, he wouldn't. He has a turn on.
He has a turn,
in the
yeah.
initiative, right? Okay.
That's correct.
I'm going to. Sorry, I'm doing my own quick math. Are these these like horizontal sails on the back of the ship? Would that be something that someone could walk on if they wanted to, or not?
They couldn't. You mean like are there masts or something that you could walk on top of up there?
I'll ping it right here. These like, these
The
lateral
ribs.
fins. Is that something that could be run across by chance?
Yes, they do have kind of this like slant to them that moves away from the ship, but they don't seem to be like moving in the breeze. They seem to be acting as sails with these spines up the middle of them. And if you maybe it's a bit lower than the ship, it's kind of like under it. If you jumped and got on there, you could see yourself being able to walk up a section of it. Moves with difficulty. It would probably take half your movement to
Okay. I'm going to do that. So
Whoa!
5,
Windrider!
10, 15, 20. I'll hop over here. 25, 30, and then I will dash.
He's invisible. We don't know.
Yeah.
I'm invisible. Yeah. 5, 10, 15. So I'm basically at the edge of the ship, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
With that, once you're over there, can you give me a perception check?
Oh my god. 5.
Great.
Oh boy.
I'm looking in the wrong direction.
Never mind. Yeah, it takes all of your energy to like hold your spell and like jump over, and you're just
man.
kind of like in action mode as you pull yourself up and over. But yeah, that was a sick turn. Using all your action to get up and over there is awesome.
Can I say that if there's anything to hold on to, I will be also holding on to it?
Yeah, cool. You can kind of just like jump down. It's weirdly easy for you to jump down onto this area, and then as you can feel like the air of these ships moving quickly, you are still kind of portioned off from it a little bit. You're like behind the air, so it's actually not as hard for you to hold on in this area. And so you can just kind of like shimmy your way up and over there. And that's going to be bring up a second round of arrows who are going to shoot at K.A.I, since you are up front there and they can see you. And if you could tell me what your armor class is, that would be great.
My armor class with my shield is a 20.
Oh boy, okay, cool. So there's only one hit within that. That's cocked. But you do take 10 points of damage as I rolled an 8 on the die.
God, I have a shield too. I completely forgot about that.
It's only 9 points of damage, so sorry. It's a +1, not a +2.
Got it. Ouch.
But yeah, so you see them coming and you're able to get mostly away, but the wind kind of like takes one and slams it into you as the trajectory is a little bit off, and you again hear these jeering from across the ship, just like cheering as they see one of them hit you. And
What jerks.
that's going to bring up K.A.I.
K.A.I, my turn. All right. I'm going to level my lightning launcher at the big, important-looking fellow.
Okay.
There's two of them.
Is he a hippopotamus or is he a furry man?
The front one is the furry man. The back one is a hippopotamus. You can do a history check if you would like.
Sure, I'll do one.
Back one is a hippopotamus? I did not pick that up. That rules.
He said hippopotamus.
He's like a. He didn't say that when you were on your turn. He said it on another.
Right, he said it.
One hippopotamus.
Okay, so history check is a 24.
All right, cool. You would know the front captain of the forward ship to be a tabaxi, which is a feline humanoid, basically like a cat standing up. And you would know the captain seeming of the back ship there to be a GIF, a hippopotamus humanoid, and is in kind of like a naval jacket. And
The naval jacket was in the back.
Yes, and he is also holding a gun.
All right, he's the one who shot Moonboy. Okay, I'm going.
That's correct.
I recognize the firearm then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to shoot him.
Okay.
With
absolutely.
my lightning launcher, I level it and I will blast him. Oh, not that great. 14.
14 against him. It actually hits.
Oh, okay.
It seems like as it smashes against him, it seems like what he is wearing is not so much armor, but is ornate for show. So he's not. He's kind of out there a little bit.
Oof, that's good damage. So he takes 15 points of lightning damage and an additional 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, as he's aiming his gun down and looking around and barking orders at the same time, this just surge of energy slams into him, and you can see a bit of his coat catches on fire. He's like, "Oh, good gosh, go!" And you can hear that all the way from over there as he seems to just have this booming, yelling voice. And he took it just like a nice singe to the side there. It's not looking too hot.
Yeah, I blast him, and I'm like, "No, you surrender!"
I will never!
I'll respond on my next turn.
Okay, cool. That's going to bring up the Dinger's turn. The Dinger is going to, which is going to consist of Relic shooting his ballista at this back ballista shooter here. He's going to see if he can hit him specifically, as he is at disadvantage because of the range, but he still got a 12 to hit, which hits this ballista.
Wow!
So right on it.
Relic!
Right on it. And it's going
Buckle.
It's that buckle.
That's a missed shot.
and it's going to do enough damage to it to seemingly prevent it from shooting again, as his ballista just smashes into this thing, and you can see it bend up and kind of like off. It's still attached. The rope is still attached to it, but it can't like swivel anymore, and it definitely is not going to shoot. And you can see them on there like, oh god damn it, like being upset, as like a bunch of crew members immediately kind of like go back to try and get it back in place, but they can't do it. And
what is the name of a thing that a ballista shoots?
No, a ballista shoots a bolt. I keep doing it wrong.
Like a giant crossbow.
Right now, I have an image of a crossbow that shoots crossbows.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
Ow.
pretty good.
I mean, think about it. High speed, a crossbow's
And then
heavy.
the sniper
It
crossbow
hurts.
Ow.
is spinning through the air, shooting arrows out of it. as it
Crossbow.
goes.
Truly
Pretty
diabolical weapon.
Question for the DM: Did the damage to the ballista do anything to that line that's connecting to our boat?
No, it still seems tethered,
Okay.
but it seems unable to shoot now. And that is going to... the ship is going to try and pull away real quick. It does not succeed, and Goat reloads there. And you can see her kind of like patting Relic on the back. She's like, get him again! And then that's going to bring up Klik.
Hey, it's me.
It's you.
We're gonna jump. I'm gonna use these springy little legs, and we're gonna jump from where I am at this bunch of folks here.
Truly.
I've got a 30-foot long jump. It looks like it's only 25 feet. No problem.
All right. Yeah.
So I can jump and attack, right? That's
Truly,
like
your
that's
jump
my
is your movement. Yeah,
Great.
because of your your Tohr-Kreen abilities, you are able to whoop over just like a grasshopper, almost like moving from one ship to another, slam down right next to them, and there are 3 of them. That big blob right there represents 3 of them.
three dudes. Oop, I'm underneath them accidentally. How do I be less underneath these dudes? Okay. I'm gonna hit them. I'm gonna trap them with a Gitka. I'm gonna try and slice up these folks.
Cool. Yeah, there's a moment of awe as you land. They're just like, whoa, shit. Like, you can see them, but they all, like, scramble for their weapons. One's like...
Oh no, what is it? Oh god!
Ah, it's hideous! And she's like, ouch! Oh no!
Like thinking the scarf would throw it off. Like, I got this nice scarf.
I wear my feather!
That's what it was.
I had 22 to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. That hits this crew.
Nice. I'm going... Okay, remind me how a plus one weapon works. It's an additional 1 to hit, right? An additional
And
1
damage.
on damage. Okay. 8 damage on the first guy.
All right, cool. Yeah, you slash into this first dude who tries to put his sword up, and you just kind of juke him and slash into him. And he seems to be still up, but not doing great at all.
Sure. I'm going to use my bonus action to stab at him again.
All right,
We're gonna do this is so badass, and I don't know how to describe it. Okay, a bug lady. A bug lady flies at your face from 30 feet away. All right.
It'd be terrifying.
That is 15 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay.
Spinning a crazy spear made out of bug boogers.
Spit crust. Think of the infection alone. You know what happens when a cat bites you? It's like you're going immediately to the
that's
Oh,
doctor.
7 damage on that second slash.
Okay, cool. That you take this first guy down as you just like lance him, and it just booms, he flops to the ground, and the other ones look surprised by how easily you just take this dude down, and you hear the tabaxi at the front of the ship go, "Don't let her intimidate you! Kill her!"
My intimidation is so low.
Wow. I love it.
Dr. Feldstein said boundary!
He sounds like He sounds like a silly party cat, like Alice in Wonderland. Like,
I love it.
don't get him, fellas!
No, I'm already gonna
Stand
feel
up
bad
for
when we send
yourself.
this dude down to this bottom of the sea.
Klik braces herself. I'll brace myself on the dock with my deck with my gift guy outstretched. I'll say, it's translated, so it's clicky. It's clicky through my mouth, and it's translated through a speaker on my chest in a beautiful Western accent. Hello, boys.
The Predator in Hello, Dolly.
Give her the intimidation roll. Come on, it's terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. Do it. Do an intimidation check. See if you can scare the hell out of these folks.
Okay. 15.
All right.
That's actually such a good roll.
Yep, absolutely. You can see they are going. They're gonna have to make checks on their next turn, to see if they're even able to attack you or if they're gonna run away. So they are currently nervous. You can see them shaking in their boots as you jump over. And great.
She is the Predator, huh?
Right now.
And the Tabaxi's gonna go, fine, I'll do it. And he's, I need you to make a save for me as he casts a spell at you. So go ahead and roll that d20 for you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. 15.
All right, I didn't have my book open for this, but I'm about to. And 15 does save.
Ah!
Yes. As you feel there's this like flash of blue energy that flies at you from the front of the ship, and you can feel your body kind of like start to get rigid for a second, and you're like, nope, I'm fighting, and you just like are able to shake it off as his spell tries to take hold, and he's like, God, that's annoying.
Lighthouse?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so you can see, and you have a better view of him now. He's like a very mangy looking gray cat with lots of like earrings all over his ears, and kind of wearing these black robes, and he just like looks a little twitchy, and as you are jumping over here, and he moves toward you, and he's like, oh, fine, I'll take you down myself. He doesn't come super close to you, but he still kind of begins to advance and is going to go ahead and get up here real quick.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then, so you just moved up right about there for the viewers. And now it's going to be... after his turn, it's going to be the ship's turn, and it's going to move closer to the dinger. Right, it's going to get right right on the backside of this other ship here. And that's it. That's going to be their turn, which is going to bring us back up to Moonboy, because that gun is broken. The ballista that shoots bolts is broken currently. And now it's going to be Moonboy's turn.
Great.
Moon it, boy.
Okay. I have a plan here that could be really cool, or could be totally dumb. So,
I'm excited for it.
the Moonboy, after being shot in the shoulder, you got to imagine he is this glowing ball of star energy. His eyes pour out with light. His mouth, he is a hollowed, burning starfire husk. And he turns on this one. He zips, he kind of floats to the edge of the ship, kind of, and he turns to this tabaxi.
The hippo or the tabaxi?
This one, whatever this is here.
That's the tabaxi.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to cast Gust of Wind, a line of strong wind, 10 feet wide, blasts from you in a direction you choose. I am going to blast it through these two groups so that I catch both of them. I'm going to be catching this group of dudes.
Cool. So you're gonna miss Klik here. All right, I see it.
And I'm going to be catching this guy. So they will all need to make strength saving throws as cosmic solar winds burst from within Moonboy. Moonboy looks terrified himself, quite frankly.
All right. One of the dudes succeeded. He got a 20. The other got a 10, and the Tabaxi got a 5.
Oh no! Okay, so everybody who failed is pushed 15 feet, and I'm afraid that pushes them both off of the ship.
All right, let's find out here. I'm gonna double this real quick to make it 2 boys here, and then let's see. And let's just do this. Goes 5, 10, 15, and he goes 5, 10, 15. And they are both, whoa, shit! Like, way out over the edge there.
And the Moonboy, through an almost piteous look, says, "Don't worry, it's not so lonely."
Yeah, you definitely freak out Kai a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to use my
I like it.
bonus
Do an
action
intimidation
to...
roll on me.
I'm gonna do a. I'm gonna roll the archer's blast is gonna come splintering off of him and hit the one that I missed.
Great.
So that's going to be a 24 to hit.
All right, cool. That absolutely hits.
Okay, he's going to take 7 damage.
Okay, cool. He is still up right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but
I
he's
think-
doing all right.
I think the Moonboy is going to use the rest of his move to kind of inch down the railing here, but that is it.
All right, great. What a turn! Yeah, this solar blast just picks up this Tabaxi caster and lifts him up over the side of his own ship, and you see a couple just crew members who are puttering about on the top of the ship, and they're not puttering; it's battle time, but they're moving about. And
There's just one guy reading like with a cup of coffee and a newspaper. What's going on?
Battle putter.
oh hey, yeah, no.
Oh, is that now? Is that today?
I always fix it up.
Yeah.
Oh, we're doing pirate today? Oh.
This is what happens when you don't update your GCal.
And you hear a just spoosh underneath you as the 2 creatures fall off. No, it's fine. They're gone.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the sploosh of these bodies hitting water.
Splooshing into space.
What altitude are we at right now?
Splooshing into.
You are over a mile up, probably like 2 or 3 miles up. So you probably don't hear the sploosh, but it's more psychosomatic
More of a sound of concrete.
Yeah.
Oh right, we're kind of cruising over the surface of the planet,
So
right?
we have the gravity of the planet to pull them to Earth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that changes
Moonboys
everything.
Gross.
they
I
were.
feel bad now.
Gross. You pushed 2 men to that. You blew
It
them
wasn't
to their
me.
doom.
Fate moved my hand.
I'm watching Flute be like, I would not have done that. I wouldn't have done the brave thing.
Yeah, so I mean, you knocked him the hell off, and that's going to bring up this last bandit dude who is standing next to you, Klik. He is brave enough to take a swing at you, but he's not going to hit as he got a 12. I don't think that hits.
No.
Yeah, so he tries to come in and he's just like, he like looks around. And he's just
What
like,
I just put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You done, man?"
Sure. Make a persuasion check. Let's go persuasion. I'm being nice because this is cool.
Yeah. Okay. I have a terrible persuasion.
You're
I'm
done,
like,
man.
horrifying
You're right.
done.
You're right.
He is very
I have
much done now.
14.
14. Okay, he's gonna make a contested. Yeah, you got a 12. So he looks at you and just saw his captain get yeeted off the ship, and he's like, "Okay," and he just like throws his sword down on the ground and just like backs up, and it's kind of like he realized that no one's like watching him be a traitor either, as most people now that it's been seen that you have been boarded back when you all were supposed to do the boarding, and other crew people see the captain get yeeted, they all just kind of retreat and run away, and he just joins that crew of like, all right. So he is out of there, and that is going to bring up the hippopotamus man.
Yeah.
And he's going to say, "I'm still in it," and he loads his gun. And
I like him.
He's going to take a shot at you. Klik. I'm just going to double check here to make sure I've got the distance. Yeah, I sure do. All right, he's going to take a shot with you.
Yep.
And that is going to be an 18 to hit. That one will hit. And you are going to take 13 damage as this bullet from this gun just slams into your insectoid body past your natural armor and a little bit.
This is his second turn, right? So
yes.
I'll use a reaction to slow down the bullet and prevent some of the damage.
Absolutely, you can Neo it up as your psychic energy that you have access to because of you are a Psi-Knight. You're trained in the way of like psionics a bit. See this coming toward you and just like brace a little bit, and it does slow it down and stop it.
I prevent
It
6
is big
of
time
the damage.
Neo.
Great.
Neo vibes.
So you said 13 damage? Total?
Yes.
Okay. So I take 7.
And he goes, "Dang it! I do not want that." He like sees like the ripple off, and he's like, "You should take it. The damage, the wound."
This hippo is
This guy's a
on
real
the nose.
character.
Having a bad time.
Father, she wouldn't take the damage.
Take the full damage.
Flute, it is your turn. From where you're starting right there, I'd like you to do another perception check.
I'm just gonna keep failing them, even though you clearly want me to see something.
That's fine with me. You can leave this encounter not knowing.
The dice are clearly that's what they want. I got a 13.
Okay, with this, you absolutely are going to be able to see it because it's less hard standing where you are right now. As you pull yourself up here,
Great.
You can see a thing that was not possible for you to see from such a distance before, but now that you're closer to it, you can see the flag that is being flown, which, to everyone in chat, you can see here. We have the art up for it because Andrew made the art for it. It's very cool.
Oh.
Cool. I want to see it.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm not watching.
But
I sent 2 versions. I don't even know what version he used.
you see the symbol of the widowers. Which is up here. So you know what that means, and you can react as you would as both of these ships seem to be flying that symbol. And it's now your turn.
All right. Have I been on the deck of these type of ships before?
No, it seems that this is something that you do not have familiarity with, as it is newer to them.
This is a question related to my previous question about the anchor.
Sure.
The anchor is something that the crew drops, or is that something that the Spelljammer drops?
It is something that the Spelljammer drops.
Okay.
Well, we're already stopped though, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you are moving kind of like together a bit now. Not all the time, but a bit. The crew does have the ability to drop it, though. It's both can happen. It both functions mechanically and is attuned to by the Spelljammer.
Great. Is it a one-person job?
Goat can do it by herself. Which is a different answer.
So you cannot.
Yeah.
Do I know where this apparatus is on this ship right now?
Yes, you can try. You can absolutely try it by yourself. It's hard to do. It will be a hard strength check, but you can do it. Yes.
Well, I got Klik here with me. Where is the apparatus on this deck right here?
Yeah, it's to like the front left side.
Okay. I will
You're trying to drop the anchor on
Klik.
their ship.
No, I'm going to drop the anchor on this ship, and it's going to slam into their ship like a giant cannonball.
Whoa!
And we're going to, and you and I are going to jump off.
Jump. We're gonna jump. Yep. We're gonna jump. I'm gonna
We're
pick
gonna
you
turn
up
this
and
ship
we're gonna jump.
into the side of a bank, and that ship behind us is going to sail right into it. All right,
I got ramming rules. I have ramming rules. Let's do it.
He's gonna die hard it.
I'm gonna whisper to Klik like, follow me, Klik, and I'll run to. Can you ping where the anchor is?
Yep, it is right here. Oh no, I can't. Hold on. It is right here.
No,
Oh no, I meant the anchor on their ship.
It's
He's trying
the same.
to pull the enemy anchor.
Oh, okay.
Yep. They
Alright,
both
so-
they both function in the same like place. Yep.
Yeah, Klik. I'm going to. I guess I'll whisper since I'm still invisible. I'll whisper to Klik. Follow me to the anchor, Klik. And there's no one else on this deck that's a combatant, right?
Correct. They seem to have abandoned this ship, although it is kind of like still moving in this degree, as there seems to be someone still driving the ship. But as far as anyone to stop you, can't see anyone.
Great. And then I will, assuming that maybe Klik is looking in that direction after I whispered that, I'll give the anchor a little, the anchor handle, just a little jiggle to show her that I'm at the anchor.
Yeah, you just see this kind of ghost handle over here that is basically a large, not bolted down, but strapped down, like wrapping of chain. And you kind of like see the handle jiggle a little bit. So, Flute, why don't you give us a strength check first?
Oh, I was gonna...
Are you waiting?
I can't do anything until my turn, right?
Yeah, I was thinking I could hold my action to wait for Klik, or I could just do it right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to give her advantage, you can hold your action to use the help action.
I will hold my action to help Klik when she gets here.
Okay, cool.
If Goat usually does it by herself, there's no way that my lazy ass is going to be able...
You've moved so many barrels. You can do it.
They're empty. They were empty barrels. And it's more of a rocking them from side to side than an actual hoist.
Just
Battles were filled with
confessing it.
lies.
Confessing it while hurtling through the air.
They were empty!
I
All
will,
the barrels were empty!
I'll hold my action to help Klik when she comes over.
All right, great, absolutely. And so, yeah, you see this. You see the chain kind of jangle this lever, and it just immediately clicks in your mind what he is going to do as these ships are moving, kind of strapped together, both kind of pushing this way and that. And it is actually...
To it, aren't we?
I stole this move from Master and Commander. Sorry.
It is this bottom, this group of bandits over here's turn, who is going to use their action to readjust themselves. I mean, is going to use their movement to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and they are going to all grab on this rope and go, because they don't know what's about to happen. I'm not being nice. They don't know. 25, 30, and that's and since they're going to dash because they can't attack. So 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and they plop down right here on your boat. And that's going to bring up K.A.I. It is now your turn.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Harlan. You can call them the bottom bandits.
Bottom bandits.
The bottom.
No, we're the Widowmakers. Bottom bandits lost in the vote. You had your chance.
See,
Don't forget
I made a flag and everything.
bardic inspiration.
yes. Seeing that we're being boarded, I'm going to turn my attention towards the bottom bandits. I'm going to
Cannon.
blast one of them with my lightning launcher.
Great.
Get him.
All right, that is a 22 to hit.
All right, that'll hit.
All right. It's 13 points of lightning damage and
Okay.
1 point of fire damage.
Okay, cool. Hello to the cat. What's your cat's name again?
Scully.
We gotta figure out something to do every
I
time
know,
she makes
I know.
an
Yeah.
appearance on camera because it's so good.
Everybody drink. Do you
Yeah.
remember? Did you guys see the meme that was like
It's so good.
it was
With her
like in
crashing
D&D
onto the
every
board.
time. Yeah, every time the DM's cat walks onto the board, and it was just this picture of like this giant cat sitting in the middle of this fantasy realm. It was very funny.
Truly, please make it canon that every time your cat appears on screen, just in the distance in the sky, you can see this just like little Cheshire face.
Oh, I love it. Like a Mufasa, but like just a regular cat.
That's just kind of like hello. Yeah.
Remember
Did Klik even know what a
who you
cat
are.
was?
No, absolutely not.
I feel like
would probably eat cats. Like
yeah, I
that's-
feel like Klik would have a full-on Alf reaction.
if
and
Alf,
just
if
eat-
Alf eats
yeah.
cats, Klik also
Yeah.
eats cats. Like,
You
just-
both.
I
You
think
both
my
went to Alf.
understanding of what a I think my understanding of what a cat is a tabaxi. I'm like, that's a cat.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then if I saw a little cat, I'd be like, that's a snack.
It's a baby tabaxi. All cats are baby tabaxi.
We on the internet. We can't be eating cats. We got to X-nay on
Yeah.
the...
Wow, we are losing viewers like flies.
Losing the cat vote.
So, Kai, your lightning launcher just smashes into this group of bandits who have worked their way across this rope, and as they come down, they just get fried. One of them falls down. The other one seems to have taken damage from it too, and they're both like ah! But they're ready to do some damage and try and
And
recoup themselves.
I'm going to move in adjacent to them to prevent them from running up on the Moonboy.
Okay, cool. All right, I like it. Good.
I'm just kidding.
Please don't come.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
Nope, I don't have a bonus action. So
Great. All right. So with that, we're going to go ahead and cut to break, as we will stop for a second to do a quick drink pee, and then we will
Comma P.
Stop saying it.
be right back. Thanks for sticking with us as we took a break a little late today to try and squeeze in more D&D from our technical difficulties, but we'll be back in 5 to find out what happens when you pull a lever on a ship. Okay, bye. See you soon. All right, hi, we're back. Andrew, you had questions for the DM.
Well, I had 2 questions about 2 retcons. Can I do 2 quick retcons?
Tell me what they are, and we will decide.
First retcon, can I don my Windrider wig and assume my alter ego of Windrider?
Yes,
some
that is a
point.
retcon I will allow.
Right. My other retcon, can I use my bonus action when I spoke with Klik? Could I also give her bardic inspiration?
Yeah, sure. You have the ability to do that. You didn't use your. It doesn't mess with your invisibility, does it? I guess it doesn't matter.
No, it's just a spell. I can't attack or cast a spell, and it's neither of those things.
Okay, great.
It's like a jingle that I hum. It's just in the air around Klik.
You gotta hum it though. Yeah.
What is the
5,
jingle?
8, 8, 2, 300.
Whatever fits with her, like, hey, boys.
Windride today.
Oh, chat's so mad at me for allowing retcons. I'm sorry. Deal with it. It's funny.
Insurance rates online. Call 1.
I forgot how my character works. Sue me.
all of your bardic inspirations are
Television.
Just TV commercial jingles.
Totally. I don't even know that they have a positive effect.
Bye,
Could just be an ad.
They're just stuck in your head.
Just
Totally.
do it.
I can't get this song stuck out of my head. Klik, have you heard this? Barbizon. That's the last jingle I heard was Barbizon Modeling School.
Oh my god. Okay, cool. So yes, you have bardic inspiration.
Eat it, chat. Eat it. It's probably gonna break this encounter. Eat it.
Stop! No, Andrew, don't alienate them.
Relic. It is his turn. It is also the ship's turn. It's going to try and pull away here. It does not succeed. And as it seems you feel it like pull against these ships a little bit, and the netting that's holding the front connection is staying strong, and the bolt that has been shot from the ballista is still stuck into the side of the ship. But Relic is going to take another shot at the GIF that is at the front here. He has disadvantage because of the range, and he misses as he tries to take up. He swirls around and kind of like aims in at this big yelling hippopotamus man in a naval jacket, and a bolt just goes flying past it, and you hear the hippopotamus man go, "Oh, we're gonna have to shoot better than that!" And as he's just egging it on, and he goes, "Go, boys!" he says to the crew that has landed on your ship. And it's now going to be Klik's turn.
okay. I'm so worried about what's gonna happen to our ship when we pull this anchor. I'm gonna move over. I'm gonna follow Flute's instructions, and we're gonna rip this Band-Aid off here.
Great. So, are you just pulling it?
We're tied to both of these ships.
Look, this could rule.
It could rule.
No. Yeah,
Okay.
Forget I said that.
Great. It is roll a strength check.
And with my help, right?
Absolutely.
And with bardic inspiration.
Correct. So you can roll it twice.
So I have advantage,
Yes.
right? Okay. Great news.
Why are you holding it over them like you didn't blow it?
Yeah, they've held you back for too long, Andrew.
Yeah.
Okay. I have bardic inspiration, which is what?
D6.
You roll a d6 and add it to your
Okay, I'm gonna use the
two.
bardic inspiration right now. Okay. So with the bardic inspiration, it's 17.
Great. I literally was like, I'm going to make it a little harder than 15, and I made it 16, and you got it. So look at that.
I love that commercial. It's my favorite.
These bardic inspirations, man, they're squeakers.
I've been studying.
For the general!
Yeah, actually, I was going to do this moment, but there's this huge lever that seems to be built for two people to kind of like work on each side and do this slowly, and it has a kind of like locking mechanism that makes it hard to do fast. But with your nice push on it, it gets enough momentum to start the change. You can see it like pull it past the safety there, and like it doesn't lock in.
Like a bad idea.
And you see it just kind of like, and you hear the GIF on the other ship go, "Oh no!" And it just is falling. And Klik, what is it? Will you give me a little flavor of what this like heavy pull looks like?
So I will let chat know. My first roll was a 2. My second roll was an 8. I just happen to be so strong and also inspired by the music of the general. So I think I start to pull, and I just knowing that Flute is near me and wants so badly to crash these ships into each other.
And you've got this catchy song stuck in your head.
And now I'm like,
It's not
go
even
to
a
the general
song.
and
This is
save
pumping
some
me up.
time.
It's just a grumpy guy yelling at you.
No, it's a jingle. It's inspirational.
It's my money and I need it now.
Oh my god.
So,
I can't laugh. I'm too sore. Oh, it hurts.
yeah, Andrew got thrashed by Mother Nature today.
Oh boy! Now he's going to get thrashed by
we
fantasy
go.
nature.
Can I?
No, he's not.
Okay, so we pull it. We feel it working. Do I have time to grab him and go?
I mean, you've
Brace
definitely
ourselves?
you've definitely used your action, so
Yeah.
you can drag him at half of your movement.
Okay, so I've moved. I was here.
I'm pretty light.
Yeah. Okay, so I've used. So I have 15 feet left. Okay. Well, I will grab him, and we're just gonna hang on to this ship.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you could also use your full movement if you wanted to, and let him fend for himself on his turn. But that is up to you.
He'll die.
Windrider? No, he won't.
Yeah, he's still Flute.
No, he's the Windrider. While he was
you're
invisible, he donned
he's still invisible though, so we don't know. I don't know what his strength check is. I don't have enough to get back to the ship on my own, so I think I'm just gonna grab Flute and we're gonna hang on to the railing.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Let's see.
We'll see what happens.
Great. All right, cool. Yeah, so you've pulled this lever. This anchor is just like flying to the ground, just full speed. It seems to like pull the ship back, but hasn't. Sorry, I need these dice. It has
D100. I'll be rolling for our damage.
and so it seems to have pulled it back, but is not fully moved it yet. Like you can feel this, like the change in it, and the ships kind of like bump against each other, but it's just like starting. It's just like the front little bit of it, and you know that you have until the ship's turn to act at all, which is not going to be much because it is
Not enough for me.
18 in the initiative order. So that's going to bring up the
Like I always liked you.
Relic, shoot us with a ballista.
it's going to be the Moonboy's turn. You just see this huge anchor falling from this first ship.
Geez, I'm not sure there's anything I can do to help.
Film it.
What does the Moonboy do?
The Moonboy is going to... I mean, I could cast guidance on you guys, on one of you.
Too late for me.
Why is it too late for you? What
No,
do
I'm
you
just
mean by
joking after my silly choice.
that? No. I think rats. Oh, I have to touch you
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
give
we're
you
too far.
guidance. I have to
Yeah.
grab you by the face. Listen to me. Okay, I cast Guiding Bolt at the GIF.
All right, go for it. As the anchor falls from the ship, you ready up your shiny spell.
No,
bad.
that's 7, 6, 13.
That does it.
That does hit. Oh,
does
my
hit.
goodness. Holy moly.
You just hear him yelling, "Oh goodness, this is not gonna be good!"
It's
Like,
not. He's going to take 4d6 of damage.
all right, the Moonboy hit.
This is
Moonboy.
your first.
yeah.
Is this your first guiding bolt?
It's a
This is
big
my
day.
first. This is the first Guiding Bolt that I've
Raise
landed.
a glass to the moon boy.
I've thrown a lot of them, and I only nailed it by 1 point. All right. Well. Oh.
Tell us what you got. I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah,
It's always a good sign when they can't do the math in their head.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
that's 20 damage, and the next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Nice.
Thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target until then.
Great. Yeah. So you
Blasted him.
tell us what this looks like. Tell us what your
This
bolt
is
looks like.
the Moon Boy seeing what's going down. He kind of he, much as I did, sort of panics for a way to help, and this great swelling of starlight kind of starts to boil up in his chest, and the rest of his flesh goes dark, and it's almost like it's taking his life force out, and then it bursts out of his eyes and mouth and shoots toward this GIF and just nails him, just hits him like white hot napalm.
Yeah.
And at the same time, like crackling little sparks of energy are falling off on the Moon Boy, and it looks like he looks scared. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it almost seems to like go into this creature and wound him from the inside out as
Sure.
he's, it's like bits of him are like burnt away, and he's like, oh! And he, like,
I definitely imagine you see both of their skeletons when it happens.
yes, absolutely. It gives the GIF a tiny flicker of what it's like to be a Moon Boy, and he can't even handle it. He's just like, oh no! But he does raise his arms up dramatically too, although he was in a lot of pain clearly because his body seems to be like burnt away a bit. But he still just like throws his hands up with his weapon in the air, and he's like, "I will go down with my ship," he says to no one asking him that.
It's a whole production.
Yeah.
As the Moon Boy kind of staggers from this and sizzling kind of falls to one knee, he holds one hand up to K.A.I and casts Healing Word as a bonus action. K.A.I, you will receive 7 HP back.
All right, cool.
Excellent news.
Yeah, you feel like after you like connect, you just feel this like surge of joy from the Moon Boy, and some of this like stardust floats off of him and heals you. Great, and that's
Moon
going
Boy
to
rolling
be
rocks finally.
Yeah.
that's going to be this. A shout out to this new we got new Moon Boy art down here. If you haven't seen, we talked about it last stream. At the end of the time, we've got his starry-eyed little Moon Boy over here. Very good art that we had made of the characters. What is his name? I can't remember right now because I'm staring at.
Is it
Joshua
Joshua
McKelvey.
McKelvey. Yeah, he did all the
McKelvey.
characters. You should check them out. They're
he's rad.
They're very
That's
good.
our
Incredible.
Instagram and also Josh's. So
Yeah.
go follow and also follow ours.
Yeah, do
Also,
it.
somebody drew the Moon Boy in a Windrider Rules T-shirt, and
Yeah.
it's the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
It's
We
great.
love
That
all
is-
types of fan art.
That
Send it
is
to us.
canon.
Yeah.
It's so good. Where would he even get that?
I love
Oh,
it.
wait, no, Jordan, they put it up. Case put it up. It's on your icon right now. It's so good. Look at that. Oh, it's so good.
Best.
Oh, Case, shout out to our producer, Case.
Shout out.
Stream director. Okay, cool. Sorry. So now it is this pack of bandits' turn who have landed on the ship. They saw you just beam their boss, and they are going to. There's only 2 of them left, as one of them got roasted by K.A.I, but the other 2 are going to be like, let's do our work, and they both like nod at each other, like trying to pump each other up after seemingly being in a bad situation, and they are both
Bottom boys.
Bring it.
they are. Oh God! I just rolled 2 natural 20s. I swear.
You're kidding me.
I swear to God.
Ah!
I didn't mean bring it that hard.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's already been rotten.
Who are you attacking?
Wow.
Kai, they're on Kai.
Yeah, they're in melee combat with
And
me.
you're too far from me. Oh no.
Yep, they say, man, that was crazy. The last one had such a slow roll too. I can't tell you. So anyway,
I've never even seen that.
oh my God, I want to like show you. I rolled a 6, a 6, a 6, and a 5 on the damage. Yep. So you take 18, 23, 25 points of damage.
Still alive.
Holy.
Oh, the kid! Was that only one of them? Was that all of the damage?
No, that was both of them. I'm having them act as a pack. So they just to flush this moment out real quick. They float down. They see one of their dudes get roasted, and they just both go. What did you call them? The bottom boys. I like that. I'm gonna do it.
Bottom bandit.
The
Bottom bandits.
Sure. Yeah.
You called them that. I didn't call them that.
They both go bottom bandits, and they run forward, and they just get both of their swords like straight into you, no problem. And they're like, yeah, as they pull them out, and they look at you.
I think I'm like just trying to block their way to Moonboy.
Yeah, and they think like they would if you were
You've done it.
if you were a flesh and blood humanoid, they would have just like run you through, and they're like, ha ha! But then you kind of like come back up, and you're like, no.
Terminator. We got a
Did
predator.
that, was
and
that
a
healing?
Terminator.
Did that healing word save your bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I wish I could. Someday I'm gonna like go back through this episode and do commentary on like the tiny little things that you all have saved your asses with.
Crazy near misses.
Yeah, I love it.
Skin of our teeth, man. It's stressful.
It's just filling me with bloodlust. It's great.
Barely even heroes.
Okay, cool. So that's going to bring up the GIF, who's going to is still up, and he is going to maybe have a chance to. Hold on, my map froze for a second, but he's going to find out who he's going to shoot at. He just got hit by Moonboy, so I think unless he doesn't have line of sight on Moonboy, he's probably going to shoot at you, my Moonboy. Sorry, my map got messed up. There we go. He's right there. Yep, nope, he's got you. He's got you in his line of sight. He did not appreciate being roasted like that. And he's going to shoot at you for a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep.
I'm rolling well tonight. And then that's going to be 9 points of damage as the bullet slams into you, and he's like, "Oh, I can do it too!" Just like moving up here on the front of the bow, Titanic style.
Within exactly 30 feet. I'm going to use my reaction to prevent some of the damage.
Shit, hell yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to slow down the bullet just a little bit and roll a psionic dice.
Man.
I can prevent 4 of the damage.
Tonight's the Barely Heroes night for sure.
I love it.
It's huge. This is great.
I love it.
Great. All right. And so, yeah,
Thank you.
There's just again, you're just kind of like woofing out this ripple of energy as things are being thrown at your friends, shot at your friends, and it slows down the bullet once again. And that is going to bring up the ship.
Yep.
And this is the first time during the stream where I have not had enough dice to roll. I need
for the ship damage, not for us.
You hope.
I don't know.
It's
There's-
so scary.
Say that.
There
like
is
you know.
a thing.
I don't
There's a
know.
thing at like the level 20 capstone ability for Circle of Stars Druid is where I can teleport over to you guys and flash us all out in a flash of starlight and to like 30 feet away. And I can't do it now, but
You're not there
it's-
yet. You're
it would
learning.
be built-
You've heard of a retcon. Can we forecon something?
What do you think?
This is when
16
he's level
levels.
20. Just give us the freebie, and then he'll take it back. You know,
What do you
down
think
the
about
road.
a pre-con?
It's
Yeah.
Exactly.
literally like a mass
It's
teleport
just-
for
yeah.
this
That's
A
situation.
glimpse of the boy.
Yeah, this like future foresight ability. No is the answer. The answer is no.
Well, it's worth a shot. I tried, and I have no regrets.
Can I have
Playing D&D tonight.
Can I have Klik and Flute both make a dexterity saving throw and add? Actually, nope. Yep, you just make a dexterity saving throw. I know what the DC is, but
Okay.
Okay.
Do it. Get it.
I
do it.
finish off the math and then I will do the scene.
I rolled a 17.
That was
Okay.
pretty good, but I might try to do better.
I am no
No.
longer inspired.
If it's
by
or
the
higher
general.
than this, I don't think I'd hit. I got a 20, dirty 20.
Okay, cool. You both succeed.
Yes.
Which means you're only gonna take half damage.
Oh, great.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Delighted.
So half of 256.
Yeah. And we both die right now.
No, sorry, I had to roll 16 d10.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
6. Sorry, gotta do a little bit more math here, which is 27, 30.
But I am sorry for reals if we both instant die here. I didn't think that would happen.
You know, I was just like, we're gonna yes and this choice. We're gonna allow this
cool
to
idea.
I
happen.
appreciate you, and I appreciate you.
I think
We're
we
gonna-
learned a lesson.
Wait, yeah.
I don't have time to draw new character art for both of you guys.
Here we
I'll just
go.
make a new character that looks the same.
Yeah.
It's actually the Windrider.
His
Yeah.
name is Toot. Yeah.
I'm Klik's sister, Flick.
Toot and Flick. All right.
Okay. So,
Toot and Flick, the motorcycle lawyers.
We let a 4-year-old name these characters. All right, hit us with this nasty half damage.
Hit us with the nasty.
so the anchor has just been falling, and then all of a sudden, it's like when a dog hits the end of its leash when it's running as fast as it can. And if you kind of zoom the camera out here for those watching along at home, you just see this ship kind of like grossly turn, and as it's pulled to the side, the other ship just moves straight into it. And you can see it's both folding in half right here, and the other ship is collapsing in on it at the same time. And they seemingly both don't fall in this moment, as there's just kind of like a of all of this wood splitting and then moving into each other. As they are still up in the air. It doesn't do enough damage to completely fell them.
Whoa. So
ex-
one's just flying skewered on the other one.
Oh boy.
But they are both like just like being separated out in pieces, and you can see like that there's two halves of the ship that are like almost forming here on the.
You didn't have tokens for these? You didn't foresee
We're
this?
the half ship.
Can I see
We're
the
the
tokens?
half ships.
Oh, we're out of map territory now. I'll adjust in a second.
There's the map titled "What Flute Did."
And the other ship just seems to be like car crash style, like crumpling in the front section. And you all take, with half damage, you take 42 points of damage.
Okay, so we are both incapacitated.
I mean,
But-
Flute is.
Is Flute dead?
42. No, I'm not.
You're not dead.
Wait,
He's not
48?
dead.
48, you said?
42.
42.
It's 84 halved.
What are the insta-death rules again? It's double your max HP.
Double your max HP, yeah. See, I mean, you have to have 21 hit points, which I think you have more than.
I'm 21. I have 21. So I am so knocked out. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. So, wait, you have 21 is your max HP?
Yeah.
Oh boy, I straight up don't know if it's meets it or if it's one past. I'm gonna look it up right now because it's literally a one.
No, but it's negative double your max HP.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, I'd have to take negative 42.
I see.
Yeah, you're okay. You're not dead. You're just
I thought it was like
lot.
if I had 10 HP, I had to take negative 10 HP damage.
No, it's the other way around. He would have to hit 0 and then take 42 damage.
Okay.
That's the way I read it in the player's manual.
That's right.
I have played with people that play it the other way though, where if you hit the negative in one hit for your max, you are permanent dead.
No. You are literally like you would have to be at 0 and then take 42 damage then. So I don't care if that's wrong. I don't care. This is how I'm ruling it because that's how.
Oh, I'm so dumb.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
Did you get knocked out, Klik?
Oh yeah, super knocked out.
So,
I couldn't use my action surge though. I totally forgot that I had an extra action.
Shout out.
I snagged your ass and ran. I could have. I forgot. Oh no.
Sorry.
Shout out to your art being on screen in case this is the last time we ever use it right now. So yeah, I mean you are not permadead right now in this moment. Man.
No, we're both knocked out though.
I love this. Welcome, chat. Welcome to the
fall.
Welcome to the 22 people watching this stream. We might kill our character. Some characters might die tonight. We'll find out what happens next. They are currently. The ships are not.
What happens to the hippo on the other ship?
Oh boy, he took all of that damage too. I'm gonna find out if he takes half or. Yeah, so he does take half, but he is also just like crunched in the front of this, and you just see his body kind of like go flying, and he falls unconscious as well. And funnily enough, the only people up are the two people who just stabbed K.A.I at initiative, as these two ships just kind of like crunch together, and
I had so many options and I just didn't use them, and I'm so bad at D&D.
It's okay. There's no wrong way to play D&D.
Klik's a young fighter. She doesn't
Except
know
the way that I've been playing it tonight.
I mean, that was such a good move if you guys would have made it off the ship, but that's okay.
Yeah,
You also still have your action surge. So.
She's unconscious.
Out.
Yeah, we're both totally knocked out.
Okay.
Great.
I believe in you. You fix this.
Just cross your fingers. We'll see. Let's see what happens.
So after these two ships crunch against each other, it is now Flute's turn. So if you could make a death saving throw, that would be great.
Roll a 20.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah.
You could.
Now one won't insta kill me though. It'll just give me 2 fails.
Still don't do it.
Yeah. It was a save. I got 11.
Cool. All right. Yeah. There's just like a little off.
We're still gonna fall to our death.
Yeah. At least I can wake up to see us plummet. What was it? 1 mile or 2 miles off the ground?
Somewhere between. Yeah.
Cool. Great.
Great. It is now K.A.I.'s turn.
Holy crap!
So
give us some flavor here too, as you just see these two ships like smash into each other.
I'm still I don't even know if I know. I guess I do. I would look over and see the carnage that's taking place. Do I target these? Do I have to pick one of these guys? That one dude on the map.
No, they are. Since I'm letting them act, yes. So like the damage will transfer over to them.
Got it. All right, I'm going to level my lightning launcher point blank, and I'm going to blast the hell out of them. So line them up
for it.
Right. Do I have to, if I'm in melee using a ranged weapon, do I have to roll with disadvantage?
Yes.
Okay, that's still good. Still good. 22.
That'll hit.
Nice.
16 and a 17.
Absolutely.
Actually, it's 23.
Vaporize them.
All right. Ooh. That is...
I love seeing...
15 points of lightning damage and an additional 5 points of fire damage.
So 20 altogether?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. They are both down as, after they come forward and stab you, you just kind of like look at both of them and just whoosh them, envelop them as they're standing like together, and you're able to kind of wrap them both in this hit, and they both just fried and beat up, fall over.
All right, I'm going to run. After blasting them down, I'm going to run over to the edge of the ship.
Okay.
Get there, and I'm going to desperately reach towards Klik, and I'm going to shoot her with a healing dart and cast healing word.
Make sure it's not hypnotic in there. It's a real one.
Yeah.
That would be so
What's the
good.
difference?
About a spell slot. So
Yeah. I have one of those left.
cool. All right.
No, one of those left. All right.
There's no. It's a spell, right? So it just is kind of like.
It just happens. Yeah.
Yeah. So the arcane energy guides this dart, and it kind of flitters almost like Bessner, your familiar hummingbird, and it floats through the air between all the debris that's flying off of all these ships, and just comes down and sinks into Flute. And Flute, after.
Click.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Klik. And after this
I'm
moment,
hauling his incapacitated ass out of here.
Yeah.
after this moment of basically being in a plane crash of sorts, you come to as still there's just like the ships are kind of just like lodged in each other now and being dragged a bit by the ship, by your ship, the Dinger, and you come to as debris is flying all around you, and you know immediately what happened and what's going on here.
Tell me what happens. So I was at negative a bunch of damage, and I get hit by a healing dart, and that puts me where?
You're at 9. You're at 9 hit
magically
points.
in the black.
Max on the healing word.
Great news. So I'm at 9 hit points. Okay.
Yes. The only time negatives matter in 5th edition is when you take damage that is double past what your max is when you're at 0.
I was far from that, but just making sure.
Fair question. Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Cool. Yeah, so you take that healing damage, and you use your movement, use your action. Is that good with your turn?
That's
Cool.
it.
All right. Let's that's going to bring up the Dinger. So, Andrew, if you could roll a Constitution saving throw for the Dinger, that would be great.
Look up their stats.
You actually have to roll 2. So if someone else wants to roll 1, we'll call somebody else we'll call the other person the mast, and Andrew, you will be the hull. So somebody else roll a d20 for me.
Aaron should roll it. He's the best roller.
Whichever one I did, I got a 6.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 9.
Neat.
Okay, cool. Great. So the front mast of your ship, you see the top part of it just get torn off as these ships are pulling at them. And it is free from this, but the front mast takes a significant amount of damage that will take time to repair. As you see it just like pretty much just snap this tree off, and the front sail just goes flying up in the air and like pulled into this debris. The also bottom section of this hull gets pulled out too, and so it's like what's that movie where Han Solo is the president?
Air Force One.
Yeah, exactly. And he's like, yeah.
I'm so tired. I almost said Indiana Jones.
Anyway, there's this big gaping hole in the side of the ship now that is pulled out as well. As the ship seems to have taken damage from this, not anyway near the full damage, but has taken 42 points of damage to both the hull and the sails.
Aye.
I'll log it.
Cool, thank you very much. And you all hear over your rocky talkies Goliath's voice go, "Oh, go!" And not near as funny as I just sound. More of like a
Bad sound.
deep
Yeah.
guttural pain. Yeah. That's going to bring up Relic, who's going to say, "What the fuck?" and not do anything.
What? Really?
What else is there for him to do?
There's
And
no one to shoot. Enemies are gone.
Is the GIF? Did he get like?
oh, he's just like
pancakes.
He's pincered in the wreckage.
yeah, he got like boom boomed off
Yeah.
basically as he went unconscious and got smashed against this. And this is also, and now that it's pulled out as well, I guess I have to do a ship move here. Oh, we're gonna go a little late, but we're close to being done.
Yeah, we started like 30 minutes late.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
We had
Okay, cool.
tech problems.
So let's see if I can do this in a smart fashion. But the two ships here are going to basically move farther away because they are, because they are not traveling with the same speed that the Dinger is anymore. So they are going to move farther away from you all. And let's see if I can get it. Nope. Yeah, but they are basically going to move back 40 feet.
Okay.
Which I've almost got. Yep, up. There we go. Up. Yep, there we go. I don't know if that's 40 feet, but I'm calling that close enough.
Okay.
So, yeah, as they're, again, just like entangled, wrecked, they're not falling to the ground quite yet, but they are barely functional and could not go anywhere, really. And the ship has, both of the attachments to the ship have been pulled away and like ripped pieces of the ship, have ripped pieces of the ship off with them. So, yeah, that's where we are. And it's going to be Klik's turn now.
Okay, so I am conscious. And
You are.
obviously prone as
And
hell.
I am now visible because when I got
Yeah.
popped unconscious, I would turn visible.
Well, I'm gonna sling Windrider over my shoulder here, and we're gonna. So I half distance when I'm carrying something, right?
Yeah.
And is that the same math for my jumping speed?
Boy, I'm going to make a ruling that you can make a strength check to not. I don't know. We're off the map here. I would say usually it is, but it seems like different as of like if you're moving an unconscious body, it seems like that's different than like trying to drag someone. So I imagine you scoop Flute up in your hands, and then you're just making a jump for it.
Yeah. Looks like the closest jump I can make is 25 feet. 20 is this 20? 20. 20 is the closest jump I can make.
Oh god.
So we're gonna pick Flute up. We're gonna move to
I'm gonna throw up on my new
here.
microphone.
This is carrying Flute. And I have to use, I think here I use my extra turn to use my full motion. Like, I use my extra action here?
Your action surge. I was going to say the movement doesn't work, but if you're action surging,
if I do an action surge here, then I can get that jump.
Yes, absolutely. God, can you see how stressed I am right now? I'm so stressed for you.
I also have so a fun thing about the Psi-Knight is I usually use it as a shield or an extra damage, but there is a third ability.
What is that?
That is called a Psi-powered leap.
What?
Whoa.
Whenever you make a jump, you can roll your Psi die and extend the distance twice the number rolled plus your intelligence modifier. And we are gonna we're gonna side jump. We're gonna side jump so hard from ship to ship.
I just want to
really hope so.
I just want to take a moment to talk directly to everyone watching this game. Most of the time we're like, why are we playing crunchy D&D? What are we doing? Why are we mapping all of this stuff out in this space? It's because sometimes 10 feet of movement makes a difference between if a character dies and if a character lives. And it seems like that's what we're looking right now. It's like you using your bonus action well enough, you using like being a certain amount of movement and distance from the ship that is going to be the difference between you all making this off there and not. So shout out to
That's you're just good at D&D.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Dice up, roll
So
up,
we're
roll
jumping
hot.
20. So we're jumping 20 feet, which is halved to what? To 15 feet, right?
What? Okay. You
I
don't.
have a 20, so it's my second action, right? So
Yep.
I have a 20-foot jump I have to make. My
Yep.
jump is normally 30 feet. My long jump is normally 30 feet. So
Yep.
carrying a person.
Yep. All of this is right. Do it.
Okay.
Yep. You currently are. You need 5 feet of jump. So what's your intelligence?
Oh my god! I rolled a 3, so I add an extra 7 feet to my jump.
No, wait, we needed 5, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I
I thought we
made
needed
it.
10. I thought we needed 10. I was like,
No.
no.
So
No.
I'm gonna take us out with this as you come to consciousness and you see the Dinger, your ship, your golden spell jamming ship, moving away from you, and moving away from these two ships that just seem to be eating each other with force as it's just like continuing to smash into the other one. You come to consciousness and are just immediately locked into knowing what's happening. Your whole thing is protecting your friends. Your whole thing is making sure everyone is okay. And you see your unconscious friends who figured out a very good way to quickly save yourself from this seemingly, bandit attack. You see him unconscious on the ground, and you just go and you scoop him up and you walk over, and right as you're just kind of like doing that leap off, there's like a force push behind you that is your psionic energy as you just like let out this like tennis Serena Williams kind of style, and the psi energy pushes you up over, and you just kind of like onto the deck here.
With
And
2 feet to spare. I really do have an upset stomach.
This is unbelievable.
You upset my stomach, Harlan.
good. And that's
Did we do it?
that's what we'll call it for the night. You were out of initiative.
Oh my
I have
God.
one question.
Sure.
Can I cast a spell?
Sure.
Do I have time to cast a spell? Can I?
Yes.
Well, it depends. Can I see the hippopotamus guy?
No.
He's super
It's,
dead.
yeah. Why? Tell me what you're doing.
Well, I was curious if I could see his gun.
Oh, I mean, these ships are like it's like a needle in a haystack. You can absolutely do a perception check, but it's going to be hard. So just do your errand thing and roll a 30.
You have Bardic Inspiration still, I think, right?
I rolled an 8, but yeah, let's use Bardic Inspiration. So it's a 10 plus 6, 16.
No, I mean, it's just like you think something is a gun for a second. It's just like a piece of the ship is like flying up and off. So yeah, you hope for it for a moment,
beacon.
but instead
feel it.
these two ships just continue to smash into each other, and they finally do enough damage to just fall, and it's just you just see debris of the ship kind of like falling down into the water of Chandos, the planet that you all are on. And we will pick that up next time as you hear Goliath's voice go, "Well, hot damn." Cool.
My God.
Woo!
Wow.
All right. That's it.
I can tell you right now, the Moonboy is going to be distraught next time at seeing the potentially lifeless body of the Windrider.
Yeah. I mean, he is still unconscious. We will litigate
You can
that.
throw him off the ship. He'll never know that.
I want to know how sticky that wig is. And if this
It's
is
probably
the
a
moment.
little askew, more like a
I-
Davy Crockett hat, like
Yeah.
side ponytail.
It's good.
Yeah.
You're doing an 80s thing with it.
You might
God.
see.
Uh,
I can't
God.
wait I can't wait to litigate that moment next time.
I'm legitimately gonna have trouble sleeping
Yeah, for sure.
because
boy.
That jump was.
and I
You
feel like
saved us with your psionic jump.
With this
Can I
ionic
say-
jump.
Before this fight started, I almost and eventually realized could have cast the spell Jump on Klik, which would have tripled her jump speed.
Oh man!
I'm gonna start
I'm going to
prepping
start doing that.
jump
I love
in
it.
Yeah.
general.
I almost did it, but I thought that arcane weapon was an action. And it's
Man.
action.
Y'all, I felt like I was like not doing my flavor job this time because I was just trying to make sure all of the mechanics were set because I just saw it slip from like like legit at break you guys were like, okay, cool, we crushed this fight, and I was like, yeah, shit, that was really like you guys just crushed it. And I don't know, that was amazing. That was some really good D&D in my book. So
Yeah,
thank
that
you.
was some D and or D.
Oh
Andrew-
my god. Thank
yeah.
you guys. Thank you, chat, so much for sticking
Yeah.
with us on that
Yeah.
one through our technical
Yeah.
difficulties. Oh
Truly.
my god, what a fight.
Yeah.
I'm so excited I got to use that. I was like, when is this ever going to be relevant? I have a 30-feet jump. Okay,
Yeah, right.
sometimes.
That's insane. Insane.
Sometimes
honestly-
you're carrying a passed out idiot and you have to jump from ship to ship.
Yep. Oh my god.
Thanks everybody. Does anyone want to plug anything before we bounce out of here?
Gosh.
Big Top Studios, everybody.
Hey,
Big Top
Arcane
Studios.
Big Top.
Harlan and I have another podcast show called The Dungeon. It's Thursdays at 5:30. You can check it right here on Twitch. It's only 30 minutes long. We've had a ton of fun doing it. We talk to dungeon masters. If any of you are a dungeon master, or if you know a great dungeon master, send them to us, tweet
Truly.
to us, or get on our Discord and tell us about them, because we are always looking to chat with new dungeon masters for sure.
Sure. And if you're not following Better Than Heroes on Twitter, please do that. Please share our stuff with your friends. Tell your friends about the show. Word of mouth. Let's get more people in here.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also
We're having
helps
so
us-
much fun.
Yeah. It's incredible how much fun we're having.
Yeah.
You can also help us by subscribing to our YouTube, stuff
Yeah.
like that. Just
Heck
Doing all
yeah.
the stuff.
spread the
Just
love.
straight up faving those thumbs up, liking and subscribing gets our videos to new people. Anyway, you all know. Hit us up, hang out with us.
That works, and we'll be over in the Discord chatting
There we
about
go.
this
Thank you
stuff,
much,
right?
guys.
Truly.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go try to relax off this tension headache.
Good luck.
Not me. I want to discuss it.
I want to discuss it too.
Cool. All right. Thanks, y'all. Remember, the
Bye,
best
guys.
way to support this show is to tell your friends about it. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Stargazer, Moonboy, Klik, the Crusher, K.A.I, Humblia, Chef, and the Windrider, Flute, Whimteaser. They're better than heroes.